Good morning. Welcome to First Unitarian Church of Toledo on this Sunday, November 23rd, 2025. It's a beautiful day. I'm Terry McCauley, today's service associate, and I'm here with Reverend Tim Barger, our senior minister. Jeffrey Maxey, our music director, he's over here at the piano today, providing us wonderful music. And our First Unitarian Choir is here too, so that just adds to the wonderful music. And our tech crew is wonderful. It's led by Walter McGee, and Jeff Slauson, who's also our church treasurer, is camera operator. And Jeffrey Maxey, in addition to providing us music, he's multi-talented. He's in charge of audio today. And we have many more volunteers helping too with the greeters in the lobby, religious education helpers for today's RE activities. And we have a crew preparing for coffee hour, led by Carla Logan Mercer, our kitchen committee coordinator. And in keeping with our doctrine of this church is love, I bring a message. Friday afternoon, I was able to go visit Phil Park Thomas, and he wanted me to express to you all his gratitude for your cards and messages and visits. It means a lot to him. He misses all of you. He would love to be here with us. And so he just wants to say thank you, and he loves you. The only doctrine of our church is love. The power that holds us together is at the center of our shared values. We welcome everyone as we sang in the opening song. Now, if you are a visitor today, please, in the pew rack in front of you, there's a yellow card. And if you would take that out and fill it, it would mean a lot to us. It helps us to know that we have new seekers, and that's really important. We also welcome all of you out there on YouTube watching us from your comfort of your home. As much as possible, we like to have you here, but we also appreciate you watching us on YouTube. We hope this time serves your spirit.
Hi, I'm Reverend Tim, and let me add to Terry's welcome. Terry, I want to say I'm sorry that I was moving around during your introduction. The reality today is I forgot my microphone. And while I could entertain you with the old belting from the diaphragm here in the sanctuary, it doesn't translate that well to our online audience. And I think perhaps they turned the sound down anyway just to watch me move around and rant. But as it is, that has been fixed, and I went to the back to get batteries and came back up, and you got to see me thread the microphone cord through my sweater and all of that stuff. So thank you for being with me while I was late with my tech rehearsal. And let's move along. The flame of the chalice that we light in our gatherings symbolizes courage and illumination and honors our search for truth and meaning. Let's all say the words for chalice lighting together. They're on the screen and in the order of service as Terry lights the flame. Our chalice has the spirit of Unitarian Universalism. May it be centered in love. May it glow with sacredness and shine for each and for all. And let's continue reciting together with Terry leading us in the covenant of our congregation. This is not a creed, but what we share with general agreement.
Love is the doctrine of this church. The quest for truth is its sacrament, and service is its prayer. This is our great covenant, to dwell together in peace, to seek the truth in love, and to help one another. Please join in for some congregational singing now. Hymn 68, Come Ye Thankful People. For you who are willing and able, please stand.
Fruit and crops are gathered in, say before the storms begin. God our Maker will provide for our needs to be supplied. Come to God's own temple, come, raise a song of harvest home. All the world is but a field, here for joy or sorrow grown. Though some great and pure may be. And now I don't see, there you are. Jarvis, please come up and give us story time.
Good morning. This is a story for all. It's about fire safety, something that involves us all. As UUs, we take seriously our responsibility to protect and help people. Today it's time to talk about protecting and helping ourselves, each other, and our church building in the event of a fire. We will have a fire drill soon and practice our safety plan, but here's an outline of our safety plan. Step 1, don't start a fire. That sounds pretty silly, but fire prevention is our first line of defense. We use an open flame in our sanctuary, so if you're ever in a position of lighting or extinguishing the flame, please take care. Make sure any matches you use are extinguished before you dispose of them. If any of the chalices topple, set fire to the table or the carpet. There's a fire extinguisher right there under the chalice table. We'll get back to that in a minute. Other fire prevention steps include keeping piles of debris and junk to a minimum. This primarily relates to the dumpster in the garage. One fact that surprised me is between 1996 and 2015, half of all church fires were the result of arson, and arsons love big piles of junk. If you're conducting a huge clean out of church spaces, first, thank you, and second, please make sure the debris gets to the dumpster. If the dumpster gets full, please let Reverend Tim or Jeff Maxey know, and they can make an extra push for a trash pickup. If you're presenting or discussing an event, don't overlook electrical outlets and don't run electrical cords under rugs. This is all basic stuff, but we need to be reminded of it here at church. If you're a smoker, please take your smoke break outside at the back doors by Fellowship Hall and dispose of your cigarette in the special trash can that's back there. If a fire does break out at church, please remain calm. If the fire is in this sanctuary, you can exit the same way you came in, going out the double doors, either to the right to the parking lot or to the left to the drop-off area. If you're seated closer to the front of the sanctuary, where I am right now, you can go out that door by the organ or out the other door by the piano, and then there are two doors outside from those areas that you can easily get out from. Please feel free to move through these spaces when you can, just to check them out yourself, but we'll be including that in our fire drill as well. If you're a young UU and your kids are in the kids' rooms when the fire alarm goes off, don't panic. You're very close to emergency exit. Your teachers will take you out of a side door that's about 2 steps away from your classroom door. All the kids can be outside of the building very quickly. Grown-ups, if you have a loved one in the classrooms, please don't try to get to them. You will not be able to reach them as fast as they will get outside. They will meet you outside in the designated spot, which is the big electronic sign in the front yard. If possible, in the event of a fire, please take a look around you to make sure if somebody needs help getting out of the building. If we remain calm, cool, and caring, we'll maximize the chances of everybody remaining safe. Now about those fire extinguishers. If you need one, remember the acronym PASS, P-A-S-S. Pull the pin, aim at the base of the fire, squeeze the handle, and swoop the spray from side to side. Pull, aim, squeeze, swoop. That's hard to say. But you try it all. Let's all say pull, aim, squeeze, swoop. Good. Hopefully we'll remember that. And there is, as I said, a fire extinguisher right under the chalice table here. There are also 4 other fire extinguishers in the hallways. And I think there's one specific for grease fires in the kitchen. If you need one of these, please use that acronym again, pull, aim, squeeze, and swoop. So thanks for listening, and thanks for doing your part. And you'll hear more about a fire drill coming up pretty soon. Thank you.
As you go on your way, may you be filled with gladness. Go in joy, go in joy. May fortune bless your day with peace and loving kindness. Go in love, go in love. In this first of 3 intentional times of spiritual practice in our Sunday gatherings, we look beyond ourselves, considering celebrations and sorrows and the state of things. I say intentional because I hope that for many of you, the entire Sunday service is filled with opportunities for spiritual practice, but the intentional ones are for us all to share in community. Join me for a time of having our spirit open to what is beyond ourselves. It's Thanksgiving week. If enough people are figuratively traveling over the river and through the woods to be with family, maybe the news won't be so momentous for a brief time. I can at least hope. I repeat pretty much the same words every week for this part of Beyond Ourselves. Whether you think of it as the state of life today, or a familiar reminder with some sacredness and prayer like spirituality, please hear the call for kindness, compassion, and personal peace. There are people in our circles who with their family and friends have challenges of life and death, including hospice to help die with dignity. People in our circles also have challenges of health and illness, and that's physical health, mental health, emotional health, and many other kinds of healthiness. And all of this we know can bring unexpected complications, can bring pain, and can bring more professional attention. We have times of being at home and traveling, knowing financial security and anxiety-laden monetary stress. Decisions are being made by ourselves and others on how we can live our best lives, which sometimes means aspiring to that, not having an easy way to get from here to there, and realizing we have moves yet to make to reach aims and goals. And individual and family ways go on with new lives born and many other joys and celebrations. We all have bad days and good. May kindness and gentleness be with us. May we be compassionate to all, as we don't know what other people are going through. So treat one another well, and may we be glad for their celebrations and ours. And let's look for and take part in the good wherever we can find it. Krista says it's not her. I believe her right now, but we'll see. Let's continue to have First Unitarian be a place of welcome, of grace, even of refuge from hard times. And that in this liberal religious community, we can help one another, care for ourselves, and have our part in changing the world. Please share mercy and dignity, and remember to breathe. That can be a spiritual action, as breath and spirit share a root word. One reason we join in religious community and religious gatherings is to realize common links. The uncommon is here too. Let's be together in faith, hope, and love. Amen.
Give thanks, give thanks, give thanks, give thanks, give thanks for all that is. Give praise, give praise, give praise, give praise, give praise for all that is. There will never ever be another day just like today, so let's give thanks now. Selah. Selah, 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 for all that is. Ashe, 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 for all that is. There will never ever be another day just like this day, so let's give thanks now. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Oh, that is. Namaste, 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 for all that is. Oh, there will never ever be another day just like this day, so let's give thanks now. There will never ever be another day just like this day, so let's give thanks now. Give thanks. Namaste, Selah, and Ashe, Selah. Give thanks, give thanks, give thanks, give thanks, give thanks for all that is.
Thank you, Jeffrey. And I just want to point out a moment of joy I just had. Susan Spiegel, one of our religious education workers today, came in to talk to the parents of a child in RE. And the moment of joy was the parents were beaming the entire time. You were so happy. You did not look worried at all. And I feel good for the child for that as well. Thank you. Please join me for more intentional spiritual practice. This is a time of meditation, contemplation, and prayer. And I'll be reading We Are Still Grateful by Unitarian Universalist minister Connie Simon. Spirit of life, we have been distressed by economic uncertainty, and many of us continue to struggle financially. We have been racked by political divisiveness that has torn apart families and friendships. We have been troubled by racial injustice and prejudice that continues to divide us at a time when we need one another more than ever. We are tired, and still we are grateful. Grateful for the earth that produces the food we eat. Grateful for the hands that grow it, tend it, deliver it, and prepare it. Grateful for the warmth of the sun and shelter from the cold. Grateful for those who work to heal our sickness. Grateful for our families and friends even though we may find ourselves apart this Thanksgiving. Grateful for one another and the opportunity to begin again in love, to address our differences and mend our relationships. Grateful for the gift of life itself. We are grateful. Let's observe 1 minute of silence, only hearing the sounds around us, and then we'll sing number 123, Spirit of Life. A minute of silence. Spirit of life, come unto me. Sing in my heart all the stirrings of compassion. Blow in the wind, rise in the sea. Move in the hand, giving light the shape of justice. Roots hold me close, rings set me free. Spirit of life, come to me, come to me.
Today's reading is Blessing of Gratitude, Celebration, and Support by Gwen Matthews. Today, we're thankful for you and what you bring to our church. Your spirit, talents, generosity, imagination, and dedication reaffirm our fellowship and create our beloved community. Our heartfelt thanks to you on this day and for all days to come. For those who embrace Thanksgiving as a day to honor the gifts of family, friendship, abundance, security, we celebrate with you and join our voices to hold aloft all sacred blessings. For those who hold Thanksgiving as a day of sadness, who mourn for the hurt and loss of Native peoples, who are lonely, who grieve the loss of those dear and beloved, we hold your heartache and sorrow so you do not have to carry the burden alone. Blessings be upon you.
Shared sustenance can describe the Thanksgiving holiday of today. We come together family or friends, only a few of us or many people, to break bread, to eat, to talk to one another, to be entertained with sports or shows. The food is mostly nutritious for the body, and the company is mostly nutritious for the mind and soul. There are also sweets you maybe shouldn't eat, relatives you don't get along with, or that you're more alone than you'd like to be. Or for some, you'd rather be alone than participate in another get-together that could be too awkward with differing opinions, hiding or revealing parts of yourself in order to either get along or proclaim your own selfhood. And maybe you feel a need to help change generational traditions. My being the youngest child in a family with 6 kids, I felt it was an assertion of my own adulthood not to travel to be with family on a Thanksgiving. Then later, having some more selfhood, you might call it, it was adult of me to be with as many of us as could be together. Thanksgiving isn't simple. The stories moved away from fact probably before the first anniversary of the first feast. The Puritans, or was it the Pilgrims, put themselves in the best light for the Thanksgiving story. And we know that there's a lot they did to the people already there before European settlement that isn't thankful in any way. The holiday is, in many ways, forced, not natural. And that goes back to the very beginning, doesn't it? Today in the 21st century United States, Halloween has grown, it seems, and the end-of-year holiday season has in some ways changed from the span of Thanksgiving to Christmas with a final push at New Year's to Halloween through New Year's or longer. In the past, I've wondered where the string of this holiday season might end. Is Valentine's included yet? Or is that celebration of love separate, as the holiday season might have ended with the football victors decided at the Super Bowl? And I haven't been to Kroger in a couple of days. I don't know if Valentine's candy is out yet or not. When I was a child so few years ago, the rule in my family was that Christmas season starts with Santa's appearance at the end of the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. And not rule, but fact for Christians, in most but not all years, Advent, the religious lead up to Christmas, begins the Sunday after Thanksgiving. Was the parade just merchants advertising? Yes, actually, and with balloons. Thanksgiving, the U.S. holiday, still sustains us in a way. Let's set aside the shopping concept and just focus on Thanksgiving itself. For most of us, it is a time of gathering. I've spent a couple of Thanksgivings alone, and while I'm a person who enjoys solitude, there was more isolation than aloneness in some ways for my solo Thanksgivings. So I appreciate the Friendsgiving aspect, of people who are not related forming their own communal time, whether it's on Thanksgiving itself, like our church will have this year, or on another day, so friends can celebrate more to their own liking than the family way they had on Thanksgiving Day. The gatherings that are less traditional, even if they do include some traditions like feasts or travel, are finding more ways to share. And whether with food or without, there's social bonding going on. Shared sustenance. As we come together in different ways, we experience differences in outlook, opinion, how lives are lived. Some people won't proclaim their Unitarian Universalism, thinking it might be better just not to stir a pot when others have a misplaced concern for your eternal soul, according to their belief system that you don't hold, and you'd rather not be their proselytizing prospect. That's minor when others are, even today, as society hasn't advanced as far as we suppose, suppressing their complete personhood, including sexuality and relationships and their own family status, to keep peace in an extended family. It's this that brings such shame about Thanksgiving and other so-called family holidays that restrict to just the family that won't affect the bigotry and phobias some people have. This is another reason why Friendsgiving is important, as people can be themselves safely. Dana Milbanks on Friday wrote his weekly Washington Post column in advance of Thanksgiving about how to lower barriers of disagreement. He stated that it's possible to turn down the political temperature in our own conversations by simply adding a note of curiosity. A psychology professor told Milbank that one of the worst questions that you could ask people politically is what they believe and why. And that's what most people do. The professor suggests to reframe the what and why and ask how instead. Maybe respond with, I'm totally hearing what you're saying. I'm wondering, how would that work? The professor says that asking how gets people having to really think through it and realize, shoot, I don't even know what fracking is. Shoot, I don't even know what DEI stands for. Shoot, I don't know what Marxism or socialism is. Milbank recommends that the how question shouldn't be posed as a gotcha, but with humility. I don't know this stuff as well as you. How would it work? Once your interlocutors realize they don't know, they become more open to new information and ideas. By abandoning the attempt to persuade Uncle Billy and Aunt Sally to change their minds, we actually make it more likely that they will. That column wasn't entirely convincing to me, as I was thinking not just of politics, but of religion. I see the suggestion as wishful thinking. Maybe it's because we Unitarian Universalists have had to develop short descriptions of our religion, that we respect Christianity but are also accepting of truths from world religions, that we support people's seeking and sometimes finding, and yes, we respect someone who believes that accepting Jesus as their Lord and Savior is the only way for eternal peace, but please let us have our own spiritual journey, whether it aligns with yours or we take another route and have different beliefs. Telling somebody who feels that your soul needs to be saved, I'm totally hearing what you're saying, I'm wondering how would that work, is just opening the door for them. It wouldn't be shared sustenance, would it? But then, what if you're asked the question, I'm totally hearing what you're saying, I'm wondering, how does Unitarian Universalism work? First, remember to share. Center your response in love and say your truth. If there's time, talk about your faith journey that brought you to Unitarian Universalism. We don't all have the same answer to how does Unitarian Universalism work, as our value of pluralism respects that people have different beliefs, thoughts, philosophies. Consider that there's room in Unitarian Universalism even for Trinitarian Christians, and somehow we make it work. Even invite them to a service with you. Now I'm wondering why the question when I'm the person being asked seems so much better than the same question I would ask someone else. I think that's to be addressed another day. Maybe there is a way for an evangelical relative to have 5 minutes to talk to and pray for me and have the holiday be better for it. We do have other things in common, but we have to find them. How might you have shared sustenance this week, this holiday season, this life? I wonder, how would that work? Blessed be, and so be it.
Offering. At this time for the offering, we will pass the baskets here in the sanctuary. All of you, including our YouTube viewers, can also donate electronically or by mail. Thank you so much for being generous and for helping Unitarian Universalism to thrive in Toledo. Now for more congregational singing, let's sing number 1010, We Give Thanks.
Give thanks.
It's the coming soon part of our gathering, where we tell you what's scheduled for next Sunday, we give some announcements, and we also let you know what's up for right after we leave the sanctuary. Next Sunday, join us for Spiritual Forum in Fellowship Hall at 9:45 a.m. for another session of our Coffee House of Cards. A deck of cards with moral and ethical questions will be used as the basis for group discussion.
For the 11 a.m. gathering next Sunday, Reverend Tim will conclude his three-part series on some liberal religious terms that in part define our congregation with, what does humanist mean today?
And I invite Stacia Hansen to tell us about our Memorial Garden Brick fundraiser. Stacia.
Good morning, everyone. We've got today, next Sunday, and December 7th to order those bricks, write your checks, get your order forms in. Now, you can pay three ways. We'll have a credit card reader available at coffee hour. You can use Venmo or you can write a check. If you use Venmo or you write a check, make sure you note that your payment is for bricks. They're $100 for the first brick, $50 for each subsequent brick. You can go together in groups to pay for the bricks, and the cost per brick will decline according to the number of people who go in together. We are trying to remember some of our past members who helped form the congregation. Some of the people we haven't received bricks for or in memory of are Henry Dodder, Mary Beth Sheltema, who donated the money for this piano, Mary and Gary Peel, longtime members, Chris Bynes, Dave Hobson, Mark Wisniewski, June and Fred Whipple, and that's just a few of the people that had important roles and helped form the congregation. So think about the people that you remember and be generous and get your form and money in. Thank you.
Thank you, Stacia. And I want to point out... yes, I think I have to hang on for this.
I have an important announcement from the tofu companies. No turkey. I just came from the kitchen because I was hungry, and man, am I stuffed. Is it hot in here? Because I'm roasting. Somebody offered to smoke me, but I quit smoking a long time ago. I went cold turkey. Jeffrey, your choir's sounding really great. If you ever need a drummer, I've got some drumsticks! Oh my God! Ah! I'm getting out of here before my goose is cooked! Happy Thanksgiving!
I think that was the distinguished president of our congregation, with a cameo appearance by my wife, letting you know that this coming Thursday is Thanksgiving, and if you're looking for a place to share a meal, we'll be having a Friendsgiving type potluck in Fellowship Hall at 1 p.m. If you're thinking of coming, please contact Sue Childers to RSVP and let us know what dish you might bring. The main Thanksgiving foods will be provided. I think there is other turkey than the turkey that you saw here in person.
I suppose some of us are thinking that Chris is a real turkey. We're preparing a new membership directory. Our current one is only 2 years old, but it already seems to be more out of date than what we need for good communication and community. Tom Sheehan has taken photos of many people, but we know there are more of you who want to be pictured in the directory. At this point, instead of Tom setting up a portrait studio, we're asking that you send photos of yourself that you choose from your own collection or smartphone. Email them to the church office, atutoledo.org, and we'll forward them to Tom, who will prepare them for publication so the pictures, and you, look good in print.
And one more item incoming soon. Look ahead to the holiday season, especially the Sunday before Christmas, which is December 21st. I think that's 3 weeks from today now. Bishop Brian Hall, the pastor of our next-door neighbor, Greater New Psalmist Church, called me a week ago and suggested that their church and ours have a unity service, and we will do that together on December 21st. Please note that the current plan is for it to be at 10:30, a half hour before we regularly have the Toledo Unitarians Sunday service. It's a half hour after they usually have their 10 o'clock service. And it will be at Greater New Psalmist. We'll plan to have shared coffee hour here after that. Bishop Hall invited me to preach at this service, and he'll preach at the next one, which is not yet scheduled. We have talked as a congregation, and Bishop Hall and I have talked as ministers about how we can do more work together as we're next door neighbors. And I think this unity service will be a fine way to share. We'll have already had our traditional religious education and music services, and this will keep a festivity of what churches can be. Let's help it to be unifying, and plans are still underway for how the service will come together, but please do be part of the December 21st unity service.
The final coming soon entry is for me to invite you all to join us in Fellowship Hall after today's service for coffee, conversation, and social time. See you there.
And I'm told that though this is technically not a potluck Sunday, apparently some of us have the tradition of a potluck. The final Sunday of the month, not the fourth, is how it's gotten to. So we're always confused about that when there's a fifth Sunday. So I think we're probably going to end up with some semblance of potluck today, a Friendsgiving potluck on Thursday, and more potluck on this coming Sunday. It's very good that most of us Toledo Unitarians really enjoy dining together.
We're all going to be stuffed.
So now let's have one more observance of spiritual practice. We have gone beyond ourselves with a pastoral time and turned within for meditation, contemplation, and prayer. And now, recognizing the Buddhist thread in our congregation, we will share a time of metta, having for and sending to all beings love, kindness, and compassion. And we also have pagans among us, so we will follow that with the Wiccan Rede. Let's recite those together. May I, may we, and may all beings be well, be happy, be peaceful, be safe, awaken to the light of our true nature, and be free. And ye harm none, do what ye will. And now, please join me in saying the words on the screen while Terry extinguishes the chalice. We send the flame from our Unitarian Universalist chalice with the love on which we center everything. World and spread equity, generosity, interdependence, justice, pluralism, and transformation. Our closing music is another selection from our new, actually this was last week's. Let's have our closing music.
Y'all know this song. From you